Good evening, greetings. My name's Vanessa and I'm a nutrition and fitness coach. Welcome to tonight's Monday Motivation. Thank you if you are joining me live on tonight's broadcast. So I'm here to help busy women like you to get their health, their nutrition and their fitness into a positive energy flow, and I'm going to help you to stay there as well. Okay, so let's do this. So tonight we are going to talk about small choices and how those small choices that you make on a daily basis are actually going to have an impact either positively or negatively on your health. So if you're joining me on the live, then I'll give you a shout out. If you're watching the replay, no problem. Just let me know that you've watched the replay as well. So what we're going to talk about, like I said, is those small choices. Now, we can make choices in our everyday actions, which can have an impact on how we spend our time. So people that we spend our time with, how we circulate money, how we are in employment or business, and that's going to have an impact on you. But tonight we're going to talk about health. So the small choices that you're making on a daily basis that can impact you negatively or positively on your health. And the way how I help the women that I'm working with to understand what's going on in their body is through something called a body composition. Now, I wrote a blog about the body composition some time ago, so if you don't know what a body composition is, I will post the link to the blog underneath this video broadcast, and it would be good for you to take a look at it because it is a term that not a lot of people are familiar with. The reason why is many of you might just be looking at your weight, but a body composition actually breaks down and tells you so much more about what's happening on the inside of the body. So I will give you an explanation of how much body fat you're carrying, how much water you've got in your system. So that's how hydrated you are, or maybe you might be dehydrated and not realize it. I'll also let you know about your lean muscle mass. I'll let you know about internal fat. And also there are some other key elements, but I don't want to give the game away too much at this stage. So let's have a look at some of those small choices that you can make on a daily basis that will actually have a positive impact on your body composition results. So the first thing that I've got here is mindset. Now, obviously, we're going to make a decision every day about how we are going to let things affect us, okay? So sometimes in our day, things affect us and it can have an impact on our emotions positively or negatively. But in terms of your mindset, if you actually start working on now they call it self-mastery, okay, so this is higher level stuff here, but if you're working on being a master of your own mind, that means that you may be setting goals, you may be actually visioning your future self and have a clear idea of what the future looks like for you, then that is you actually being in control of your mind and having a positive mindset. So when it comes to the small choices that you can make on a daily basis, then you've got to start out with a positive mindset, i.e. making those key decisions right at the beginning of your day. So one of the main decisions that you can make right at the beginning of the day is to think about how much water you're going to drink throughout the day and set yourself a goal. So on last week's broadcast, I told you about the water challenge that was going off in the free nutrition and fitness community that I'm part of, and we had a lot of participants in that challenge. Now, we choose the water challenge as a place to start people off because it really does depend on your mindset. Water, as I explained last week, if you're in a country such as we are here in England, then water is free and available to us through the tap, or you can buy water. But you've got to make a decision to actually drink water, okay? So the other thing that you need to make a decision on is about eating breakfast. So if I asked you the question, what did you have for breakfast today? If you feel brave enough and you want to leave me a comment underneath, I'd love to hear your response to that question. Or if you prefer to send me a private message, then that's great. But the question I'm asking you is, what did you have for breakfast today? Now, in the years that I've been working with many women now, when I ask people the question, a lot of women turn around and say, oh, actually, Vanessa, I don't have breakfast, or I had a coffee, or I had a cigarette and a coffee. And then there are other choices as well. But again, you need to make a decision. What am I having for breakfast? And actually, I'm not going to take tonight's discussion on the topic of breakfast, but having a breakfast right at, well, actually within 30 minutes of waking up is going to actually have great benefits to your body throughout the day. I've got a few people who have joined me on the live, so I'm just going to give you a shout out. Thank you for being here with me. Let's see who's here. If my screen's working properly. Da-da. Oh, it's just coming through. Okay, if you're here on the live, because I'm looking at the other screen, give me a high five if you're liking the content so far. Then let me know and I can give you a shout out. But thank you for joining me. So the other decisions that we're going to make, so these are about the small choices that we make in our life, is about movement and exercise. So as you know, I've been working with local mums in the area where I live to help local mums come out of the house for social exercise. Now we do aim to do 10,000 steps on the walk. Now, obviously, you all know that it's recommended that we do at least 10,000 steps every day. So going back to the decision, you've got to plan in that exercise throughout your day, okay? And obviously there's different ways that you can track how much movement you've had for the day. So have you hit your 10,000 steps today? I know I have. And I know that Gemma and also Ria, who are with me today, have also exceeded their 10,000 steps. So well done, ladies. So another thing that you can do, which is a small daily choice, which is going to have a positive impact on your body composition, is you can eat more vegetables. So these are nice green leafy vegetables, and particularly vegetables that are rich in fibre. Now, fibre is really important for the body, and it's going to help you to have a fantastic body composition result if you can get at least 3 grams of fibre in with your daily servings of vegetables. And actually cooking vegetables doesn't remove the fibre content, so that's fantastic. So make sure that when you're eating your food, you've got a nice colourful plate. Now, we can also look at healthy fats. So again, it's a choice. You know what you're eating, and you know the government and the supermarkets help us out to understand the fat content. I'll do another session on another Monday motivation tip where we're looking at fats exclusively, but obviously healthy fats are available to us. And if you're not sure of the fat content that you're eating, then check the label before you're actually consuming the food. Now, you're going to make a daily choice about processed food. Do you do home cooking, or are you the type of person that's actually grabbing a lot of food that's been prepared in a factory? Now, I'll hold my hands up. You know, that used to be me. I used to have a meal deal more or less every single day. Okay, and I thought that actually the sandwiches that I was choosing were the healthy options. But unfortunately, it had a really negative impact on my overall body composition. So try and avoid those processed foods. Reducing alcohol is something that you will need to take into consideration if you do want to have some really good results on your body composition. So I'm not telling you that you need to cut out alcohol altogether, but you would know within yourself if maybe you were overdoing it maybe at the weekends or when you are socialising. As you may be aware, I've got a new baby. He's 5 months old now. I'm still breastfeeding him. So the pregnancy and actually breastfeeding has taken me into a non-alcoholic zone. And to be quite honest with you, I'm loving it. And I do really want to stick to the advice that I'm giving to you now, that when I go back to stopping breastfeeding, that I'm not actually consuming too much alcohol. Reducing takeaways. Now, obviously, takeaways, it's very convenient. It gets to the weekend or even in the week, you might feeling tired. But, you know, if you're having too much takeaways, it's going to have a negative impact on your overall body composition. Now, if you wanted to join us in the free nutrition and fitness community, we give you lots of ideas in there about how you can how you can make a fake away, so you're actually still taking the concept of a takeaway but having a healthier option to do that. And you can look at increasing more protein into your diet. So if you're making a daily choice, a daily small choice of putting protein into every meal, then that's going to have a positive impact on your overall body composition. So the Monday motivation today is talking about small choices and how those small choices can have a positive or negative impact on your overall body composition. As I said at the beginning of the post, I'm going to put a link so you can actually understand what body composition is. So that's a link to an article that I wrote. And also I'm going to put another link down where I'm giving you an invitation to come and spend some time with me, where I'll give you a free breakthrough coaching session and free health MOT. And in that conversation, we're going to be looking at your body composition, and I'm going to be telling you in detail how your body's performing on the inside. And you will actually tell me how you feel, and we'll discuss other things. And I'll also be giving you some solutions, how if you are not happy with your composition, how we can actually address some of the readings that may be coming up for you. So that's it for tonight. I've done the Monday motivation tip at 8 o'clock this evening. I think I'm quite liking this time because my son is upstairs. I don't know if he's sleeping, but he's with his dad. His dad was settling him down. So 8 o'clock seems to be quite a good time for us in the family. It was raining today, so even though we went out to do the Pramfit walk, standing around in the rain to do a live broadcast just wasn't going to happen. So I'm quite aware that when you spend time in nature, it magnifies, it amplifies your words, your goals, your dreams. So I'd really want to do these broadcasts outside in nature, but today definitely wasn't the day. So I'm going to go for 8 o'clock for now. So I hope that you will be able to join me next Monday at 8 o'clock for another Monday motivation tip. If you're watching the replay, please let me know. If you do like the content that I have given you tonight, then please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, or if you have any questions, then please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer those questions in a future Monday motivation. So that's all from me. Enjoy the rest of your evening and see you next time. Bye.